linguistic definition, but that is the contextual meaning that you will get throughout the Quran. And the other contextual meaning that you will get throughout the Quran is war captives.
Okay, then let's quickly debunk this. The
Can I come
claim
in for a
is
sec,
that
please? Can I come in?
ma malakat a manicum doesn't mean those your right hands possess, and so doesn't mean slaves. We can easily find that the phrase ma malakat a manicum does mean slave, and we can find it from the Quran itself. What I read before you came on was where it's
No,
speaking about those your right hands possess, or those you'd translate it as those your I know your bonds maintain or something like that. But it can just as much be translated as those your right hands possess. What it says is,
well,
and whoever among you cannot find the means to marry free believing women, then he may marry from those whom your right hands possess of believing slave girls. And the word that it gives for that is, give me a second, fataya kimu. Fataya kimu. So this is another word for slave girls.
You're overlooking the vested interest in perpetuating such an idea or attaching the idea of slavery to that particular turn of phrase.
Okay, so why are you more of an expert in Arabic than
the category? Hold on. The category under scrutiny, which is the slave girls, which I mentioned, right? Which Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is saying, do not force them into prostitution, and if they are, then He's forgiven. And in that sense,
translation is wrong too.
we're talking about a predating class of people. Again, we're talking about the reality which I mentioned earlier, which is that the Arab society pre-Islam was based on slavery, and there were a lot of carry-ons. Yet, despite this, the Quran, the primary source and reference for the Muslim community, made a clear directive, made numerous clear directives towards freeing slaves. Now,
Ziryab, why are you entertaining the word slave, bro?
no, I'm talking about it in terms of
no, Quranically speaking, where does the idea of a slave come from?
And there is no verse in the Quran that calls for capturing slaves or slaves in that sense. What we're talking about,
or even a slave, full stop. The word slave, where is it?
Maverick? Why should we believe you?
Believe me, you don't need to believe me. You can look it up.
Exactly.
Look up the
Why-
dictionary definition of
Well,
Malik.
we have, and we can see that Malik can clearly mean
Are you
owner
saying that
or
Malik can mean a
controller
king
or
and a right hand
possessing.
at the same time? Is that what you're
I'm not.
saying?
No, I never said anything about a right hand. What I'm saying is that Malik can mean
But
possess,
you want the
own.
translation though, don't you? But listen, you are
What?
saying that Malakat
I'm saying that
Imanakum.
scholars say that this phrase means those your right hands possess, and you're saying that we should believe you rather than scholars who have studied Arabic their entire lives and have been writing about it for hundreds of years.
James, you are being intellectually insincere.